First of all, I want to say thank you all for coming out. We wanted to have this today in hopes of getting word out with a very good Tulsa team coming in here on Sunday afternoon. A team that's defeated Missouri State, Oral Roberts. They're 4-2 right now with losses to UNLV. They beat Stanford by 12 in a recent tournament. Their other losses at Appalachian State to open the year. Doug Wojcik's done a phenomenal job there, having won 20 or more games each of the last 4 years, and I believe he's the first coach in Tulsa history to have won 20 or more games in 4 consecutive years. And we know about the tradition-rich Tulsa program. We just feel like this is an opportunity for us to have a great opponent coming to the Jack Stevens Center. We've scheduled this on a date where there is no Razorback football. The SEC championship game is on Saturday, and we think it's a great date for us to bring a quality opponent in. We're in hopes of having a great crowd here.
What are you guys going to need to do to take them down?
Well, I think first and foremost, we've got to become a more consistent defensive team. That's been an area of concern from day one of mine. And I think when you look at going into last night's game against Missouri State, our defensive field goal percentage was 38.5, and that's good enough to win consistently over time, yet we've been up and down with it. There have been nights like last night where we give up 55%, similar over at Oral Roberts, and we've got to become more consistent. That's the one constant that we feel like you can have each and every time you come to the floor, talking about the defensive end and rebounding the ball. As Matt alluded to earlier, some nights there's going to be a lid on the basket where you're not going to make open shots as well as other nights. I think we saw that last week at Louisiana Tech in the first half. And we shot 14%. We were 4 for 27 from the floor. We were 1 for 10 from three-point line. And it's like I told our team at halftime, we're going to be fine from that standpoint as long as we continue to take good shots. And I felt like we were taking good shots.
You know, another thing you touched on with me is just getting the team chemistry together. JUCO guys coming in, incoming freshmen that aren't at the college basketball level yet, how's it been just kind of getting everyone together?
Well, first thing, Morgan, I think this has been a good group of guys to work with. I mean, every day coming to practice, effort hasn't been a problem. We've had good senior leadership, you know, Matt and Solomon, and I couldn't be more proud of Solomon's transition from his first year with us last year. You know, he redshirted the year before, but I think he's done a tremendous job leading this basketball team. He's sharing that basketball extremely well. He's taking good shots. Matt, Alex, Montrell, and Derek have done a good job as well. As you mentioned, though, when you've got 7 new guys, it's a work in progress, and it's going to take some time for role definition, for guys knowing what's expected over time, and I think that's what we're in search of from a consistency standpoint.
When do you start?
After a loss, people you improve on. What's impressed you with your team this year?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think that we've got a group of guys that don't care who gets the credit. And anytime you have a group like that, it's fun to go to practice with every day. I know we've had some issues along the way where, you know, it's human nature for guys to want to score. And that's part of the role definition. But I do like this group. They work extremely hard and they work extremely well.
When does it become kind of a sense of urgency? Because I know it's kind of early and you can play around with that stuff, but when does it become this needs
It's
to happen?
urgent for me right now. As a coach, you always feel like you want it yesterday. And, you know, our inconsistencies on the defensive end, our lack of rotations at time, our lack of blockouts. You know, we knew last night we were going to face a very well-coached team. Conzo does a phenomenal job there. They had a +6 rebound margin coming in. And we knew we needed to rebound the ball up there. We got beat 10 on the glass. And those are effort-based things that you can control, not so much shots going in, not going in. And that's where we've got to have more of a sense of urgency.
Coach, you were, I mean, the entire Sun Belt coaches group was quizzed on, you know, the deal about the non-conference schedule. Some teams kind of really pad their schedule. I mean, you obviously have, I mean, this stretch coming up, you do have Philander sandwiched in there, but this is a great schedule for a Sun Belt team at home.
It really is, Jim, and that's the thing that we've tried to do for our fans. Number one is to bring quality opponents to the Jack Stevens Center, and I think when you look at Tulsa and Ole Miss coming in, I mean, those are two top 50 programs that are going to be here this Sunday at 2 o'clock and next Saturday at 2 o'clock. And we feel like those are great days when there's not a whole lot going on from a college football standpoint. Obviously, there's NFL football on Sunday, but we hope we'll get a great crowd at both games. What we try to do with our schedule is schedule tough opponents, which prepare us for conference play. And I think we've tried to do that for years. And I know, they're different philosophies. But Illinois State's a team that has been a very sound team. They were here a couple weeks ago. La Tech won a lot of games last year. They came in here at a 5-1 record. Their only loss to Texas. And so we think that we've put together an outstanding schedule. And it'll certainly challenge us on each and every night. I don't think there's anybody on our schedule that we know that we can just kind of show up and not play well and get a win. That's not going to happen with this schedule.
Talk about guys' play and his transition. I mean, early on it seemed, he's been able to move right in.
No, I think Chucky's done a really good job. I mean, as a true freshman coming in, that's a difficult transition for any freshman at any level. I don't care if you're playing in the ACC, SEC, Big 12, Sun Belt, it doesn't matter. But Chuck is so passionate about the game of basketball. He loves to play, and he brings great energy level to the floor. He's an unselfish guy. He's good and crafty with the basketball. He sees the floor very well, and he's been an integral part of this team and will continue to be.
Yeah, just one more. The Sun Belt's had some pretty good success so far. I think did Troy have a big win, I guess? Or?
No, actually, it was Florida Atlantic.
Florida
won
Atlantic
at
beat
Mississippi State. North Texas won.
Yeah, somebody went overtime with Mississippi State.
Troy did.
And in Western Kentucky had a heartbreaker.
South Carolina.
So,
I think North Texas defeated Texas Tech. We've had some good wins in league play. Obviously, we're all in search of more good quality wins, and that's what we're in search of right here. We know on Sunday afternoon against Tulsa, we're going to have to play extremely well to have success. We're going to have to be good on the defensive end. We're going to have to rebound the ball. We're going to have to find the open man and execute on the offensive end. Because when you play quality opponents like Tulsa, you're not going to get any gifts. I mean, you're going to have to execute. You're going to have to earn what you did on the offensive end.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.